Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about congruent figures. Okay, so figures that have the same size and the same shape are called congruent figures. And we actually have a symbol for that. The symbol for congruent looks like this. Okay, and it's got an equal sign and it's got this similarity sign on the top. So they're kind of sandwiched together, and basically what this means is it's the same shape and it's equal size, okay? Congruent is not equal. It's very similar, but it's not. So be real careful about that. Okay, so here we got two triangles. These two triangles are congruent. Okay, so we can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Now, notice that they're paired up. So A and D are blue, and B and E are purple, and C and F are green. Okay, they go together. So those matching angles, excuse me, are called corresponding angles. Okay, they correspond to each other. That means they're the same. They're the same angle in a different triangle. Okay, so we say angle A corresponds to angle D, and that angle A is congruent to angle D. We say angle B corresponds to angle E, and angle B is congruent to angle E. And the same thing, angle C corresponds to angle F, and angle C is congruent to angle F. Okay, so not only do you have matching angles, okay, you also have corresponding sides, and what that means, segment AB corresponds to segment DE. So here's AB and here's DE. They correspond and they're congruent. And the same for the other two sides. Okay? So if we have congruent figures, here's the way we mark this. We say angle A is congruent to angle D. Now, this means that those are congruent. Now, angle B is congruent to angle E. Notice they have different number of tick marks on the little angle thing there. Okay, angle C is congruent to angle, or is equal to angle F. And we do the same thing with sides. So side AB is equal to side DE. Side AC is equal to side DF. And side BC is equal to side ED. Or EF, sorry. So these are, I mean, you just look at this, all these pieces are the same in both triangles, therefore the triangles have to be congruent. Okay, the sides determine the size of the figure, and the angles determine the shape of a figure. So keep that in mind for other things, okay? The sides determine the size, and the angles determine the shape. So if all the angles are equal, we say that they're similar, and if all the sides are equal, we say that if all the sides are equal, now that's a little different. Sometimes those are congruent, and sometimes they're not. It depends on the shape. But with a triangle, they would be always congruent. Okay, which square is congruent to square A? So square A, it's a square, so we know that it has, it's got 4 90-degree angles. Okay, so all 4 angles, well, here's another square. These are all 4 angles are 90 degrees. And this is also a square. It's just turned on its side. It's got 4 90-degree angles. Okay, so which one's congruent to square A? Well, it's got to be square C, because the sides are also all 8 on this one, and they're 8 on this one. This one, they're 9, so it can't be congruent. This is similar, okay? So similar means it's the same shape, but a different size. So this is square. It's exactly the same shape as this, but the sides are different. And they're all the same difference. So it would be, this one's 9/8, this one's 9/8, 9/8 and 9/8 in a relationship. So this would be a similar square. Okay, we have trapezoids. Trapezoids ABCD and JKLM are congruent. Now, just from the writing, if you're told this, just from the writing, you know some things. You know that A and J have to be the same angle. That B and K have to be the same angle. Same with C and L and D and M. Now you also get other information. You know that AB is the same as JK. They're the same length. BC would be the same as KL. CD would be the same as LM. You get a lot of information out of it. This is called a congruence statement. What is the length of the side of JM? So we don't have a JM, do we? Oh my, okay, I lettered this wrong. So let's see, ABCD, this should be JKLM. Oh, I got one letter wrong. Okay, that should be a J right there. So what is the length of side JM? That's this one right here. Well, it's got to be the same JM as AD. So this has got to be 10 feet. So we can write 10 feet, or another way to write 10 feet is to write it like this. One mark afterward, that means 10 feet. What is the perimeter of JKLM? Well, JKLM is going to have the same sides as these. So this is going to be 8 feet, this is going to be 6 feet, and this is going to be 8 feet. And remember, perimeter is just add up all the sides. So the perimeter is going to be 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 8. So this is 18, 24, 32 feet. So that's the perimeter. Okay, so we only have 15 problems on this assignment. You'll do those in class next time. So I will see you in class. Short video today, and have a great evening.